The crypto industry has been going crazy for the last 24 hours, but a lot of what's been going on has been overshadowed by bigger stories like the interview between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. However, at the same time that was going on, JP Morgan, Coinbase, and other huge investment companies made some huge announcements that will be great for XRP. That's what we're going to talk about. Press-like, and let's begin with this. All right, ladies and fellows, Ripple XRP is the hub of all of these huge industries, okay? This is Ripple. As you can see, it will link the banking industry to all the government departments that oversee it, as well as to the World Bank, all the biggest companies in the world, and of course FedNow. Ripple is doing this, and it will also be active in CBDCs, decentralized finance, Flare, and a lot more, all at the same time. You thought XRP was big. Now wait until you see what I'm about to show you in this movie. First, I want to talk about a pretty big change that has happened. Bitnamule is now going to start USD futures, which are also known as Exus. This is just the first of many that will come out soon. Hedge funds are already starting to make these kinds of investments for XRP. And while we all wait for ETFs, which we all know will be the biggest trading product of all time, this is good. The fact that all of these big companies are applying for this shows that regulations are clear enough right now. The XRP case will be over very soon, which we will talk about a bit. But in the meantime, there are some bigger things going on behind the scenes. First, there should be big changes in the government, right? In fact, in the recent interview between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, Musk says that he wants to lead a committee to fix problems with how the government spends money. Now, this is the case because, in general, inflation goes up a lot when the government runs huge budget deficits, because the government spends a lot more money that is then put back into circulation, which makes all of our money worth less. The current administration's big deficits have also contributed a lot to the inflation we've seen. This has hurt the economy, and investments like XRP, Bitcoin, and many others. Taking all of that into account, this is very important if we want to make the economy better. This is something we will have to change, and if this does happen, that will be a big deal. When we talk about hedge funds, big venture investors, and other groups, we just saw that DRW Venture Capital says it holds $150 million in Ethereum ETFs. This is crazy. If $150 million is put into ETH ETFs, it's a lot of money in any asset class. This is a very good sign for the future of both ETFs and the crypto business as a whole. There are signs that the US's second crypto-based ETF is getting off to a slow start. On Thursday, though, it saw more than $4.9 million in net inflows, and Ether ETF issuer Grayscale finally stopped a 14-day outflow run, which is a sign that the product is turning around. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the exact time that things began to get better for Bitcoin. Then we saw Bitcoin really take off, reaching new all-time highs. I'm guessing that we will soon be seeing a huge amount of funds coming in. And of course, DRW shares their ETH holdings at this time because their goods are doing so well. Ethereum's ETF launched more than 2 weeks ago to mixed reviews, but that hasn't stopped big investors from being interested in the product. In fact, DRW Venture Capital said in a new report that it holds $150 million in Ethereum ETFs. This is such a big deal because they're finally telling everyone about it. Their belief that the markets will move in a good direction soon is so strong that they are sure it is okay for them to talk about it in public right now. It will make people feel good about the market, especially when all the other big news that just happened fades into the background and new stories like these start to get attention. That's why I believe now is a great time to get ahead of the crowd. Beginning buying huge amounts of Ethereum in preparation for the huge amount of price action that could happen here. There is no doubt in my mind that Ethereum will go up to more than $6,000 per coin in the next couple of months. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but I think Ethereum and XRP will have a super run of elections. Right now, I think both of them are great buys. Now, just quickly, I'd also like to give you an update on my roles. I've finally closed out all of my long positions on Margix, including the ones I opened more recently on stream. If you didn't already know, I will soon be adding another job on Margix. Remember to keep an eye out and press that bell. Also, use the link below to sign up if you want to work with me on that job. I will be announcing it in a video. Let's go back to the text now. After reading all of that, we can see that Coinbase is also going through some big problems right now and is facing the SEC. Also, there are some big signs here and some really important things going on that we need to pay attention to because they will definitely have a big effect. If you don't know who Paul Grewal is, he is Coinbase's chief legal officer, or CLO. He also recently said something very important on Twitter that started to get a lot of attention. What he said was that Coinbase sent SEC another set of concerns about the agency's plan to broaden the meaning of exchange. In short, the SEC's plan doesn't do enough research, is based on irrational assumptions, doesn't show that there is a problem that needs to be regulated, and makes way too many claims about how helpful it will be. It should be taken back and changed at the very least. However, the CC didn't gather basic information or do any economic research on how the plan would impact DEXs, but it went ahead with its crazy ideas anyway. The CC shouldn't apply this suggested rule to DEXs, as is it could have terrible effects on the millions of Americans who deal with digital assets, and it could also slow down new ideas in the DEX market, which is growing quickly. However, the SEC only assumes that there is a problem with the business that needs to be fixed without providing proof of that problem. That's not the right way to make rules. The plan should be taken back and fixed at the very least. We always value how carefully the SEC thinks about what we say, not to mention that Coinbase has never really had a problem or disagreement with the SEC. But we're starting to see that all of the biggest exchanges and DEX are feeling a lot more confident now that Ripple won its case against the SEC. All of these big companies can now fight back against this dishonest organization thanks to XRP. This is a huge win for all of cryptocurrency because the SEC will have to give in to these kinds of court battles and pressure. These people will no longer be able to abuse their power, especially since Donald Trump has said he will fire Gary Gensler. By the way, I'm really looking forward to if Donald Trump wins because I think great things will happen for the crypto business. We'll see what happens with that. But we should always back this because the SEC abusing their power will continue to hurt the business a lot if they keep doing this. The people who use XRP should know this better than anyone else because the SEC said we were a security, we couldn't come up with new ideas for years. Now, a stablecoin bill is likely to be passed before the US presidential election, according to JP Morgan. Right now, RLUSD is being tried, which could be the start of some big things. This is crazy. As you can see, this is the official story. JP Morgan says that the stablecoin bill may pass before the election. JP Morgan is excited about these stablecoins too. Also, I want to make a point. The amount of activity on the XRP ledger will be unlike anything we've ever seen if JP Morgan starts to use RLUSD, which they are LUSD, which they are trying right now. JP Morgan is in charge of deals worth trillions of dollars, right? And let's pretend they take over and start using our stablecoin to send money across borders. What would happen then? That's fine then. As crazy as it sounds, stablecoin bills will pass because JP Morgan or BlackRock supports them. And let's be honest, these guys run the show there. They really do run the show. And I think what these businesses have realized is fine. We can't beat the crypto business, but we can work with them, which will be very good for both of us. Finally, these guys are saying, okay, let's save billions of dollars, help the business move forward, and use the products that have been in development for years. Let's bring magic to the world. To be honest, that's what's going to happen here. It makes me feel really good, and I'm sure it will be great for XRP, right? There may be some bad news here with JP Morgan because the SEC is still breaking the law, but there is also a lot of good news. We still need to stay together, though. There is a lot of good news going around, but we still need to keep fighting together to get the crypto business to where we want it to be. And I think things will look really good in the future if we keep going in the right direction. Everyone, don't forget to keep going on this core trip with me. Please hit the like and subscribe button so that everyone can see this and all of my future videos. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.